This week on C Plus News Time, it's officially fall television season premiere time, an interesting part of the year where networks air their new shows in hopes they attract a new crop of viewers. Broadcast looks to retain its Ivy-like slow drip of loss of retention, while streamers attempt to get all the plays. But some networks are adept at ending shows before their prime, namely the broadcast networks. With these channels, no show is safe from cancellation. You might have liked happy endings, but those SOBs at ABC sure didn't. Ooh, if I wasn't making news time right now, I'd flip out on those jerks so hard. Calm down, Chad. Remember what your therapist said about getting worked up over the premature cancellation of happy endings. Deep breath. Okay, I'm about to pull news time from the schedule. Wait, that means it's getting canceled. News time is all I have. Please, don't cancel.
It's C Plus News Time. Delivering to you the news you didn't know about, the news you didn't care about, and the news you didn't know you cared about. With host, Chad White. Now, here's that host, Chad White.
Are we canceled? Does that mean we don't have to have a TV rating anymore? That's it. I'm whipping out my dinger. You're right. What's that, Ron? You mean we're not canceled? But my dinger... Fine. Welcome back to C Plus News Time. I'm your host, Chad White. This is the comedy news you didn't know about for the week of October 2nd, 2017. I guess. The fall TV season is a wondrous time. Your favorite shows return to air after a 3 or more month hiatus with new stories, characters, and fun to be had. Then there's the new shows entirely. That's where the real action is. Freshman seasons sit in limbo as you ultimately decide which ones survive based on your viewing and twittering habits. Like a show so much that you actually watch it from week to week? Congratulations, you're adding to the viewership, which is good. But sometimes views don't matter. Sometimes what you say online or what critics write about can negatively impact a show. Then there's other issues that to take into account, like how much is spent on the show and what the behind-the-scenes process is like. Shows that deal with any of this mess often get sent to the great network in the sky. Amen. And then you're left with nothing. You could just move on. We are in the peak TV era after all, but you don't want to. You're angry that ABC axed Downward Dog due to budget constraints, or NBC didn't give Powerless much of a chance. NBC has canceled its fair share of shows. Who am I kidding? It's killed more shows in the last 10 years than Amazon and Hulu produced combined. And I'm including numbers in that figure, and it's still smaller than usual. NBC knows it is a canceling problem, so it only got rid of a handful of shows, including the DC Comics-based series Powerless, which in all honesty, that one really deserved to go. It was not good at all. But Ron Funches and Alan Tudyk were great. NBC used to be the go-to network when you wanted a comedy to fail. Not that anyone wants a comedy to fail, it just happened that way. Several shows ended their runs a season or two, most of the time only episodes in, thanks to NBC's quick hands. Remember Welcome to Sweden? No, you don't. It lasted 2 total seasons, but I wouldn't blame you if the name isn't ringing any bells. It starred Greg Poehler, brother of network member family Amy, and the two produced it. The show was a hit across the world, just not in America, where it needed to be good. Greg even refers to the US ratings as craptastically low, which is how my doctor described my sperm count. Sometimes NBC is right to cancel a show. Truth Be Told needed to be truthfully put down, as did Bent and Crowded, and other shows that aren't multicams. Although they really forked up with the Carmichael Show. Those bastards. ABC is slightly less ruthless. They at least let comedies breathe if they see life beyond the pilot. The network that once aired 2 different Heathcliff cartoons, has a long list of its tenure with canceled shows dating back to the 60s. What makes ABC different is its willingness to advertise its shows. Last year's iteration of Uncle Buck went straight to the garbage after initial push. But any potential viewer knew it was coming because ABC pimped it so much. Online, commercials, late night, it was there, baby. By the end of it, though, it wasn't enough. Uncle Buck failed miserably. Another spectacular difference for ABC is its eye for good shows. Sure, it killed Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23 and my second favorite show of all time, Happy Endings, two of the best things to air on the network in recent memory. The same can be said for Gallivant, Trophy Wife, and a third show. All of these are shows that managed to do what the network intended, gather a cut of the market. Yet, as the ratings prove, they didn't gather enough of the market. And don't worry, ABC has a share of disappointments. Like this one show called Work It that's bosom buddies for a new generation. Wow. Fuck that show. Like it or not, CBS is the leader in comedy for broadcast. They have the highest rated shows and broad enough jokes that anyone 9 to 90 will enjoy, like a board game. Along with their multicams like Mom and Superior Donuts, the network also began getting its hand on single camera shows. Although only one of the more recent shows has survived. Life in Pieces is wonderful as it brings back fond memories of Modern Family's first few seasons before they jumped the multi-million-dollar shark. Young Sheldon and Me, Myself, and I joined the team, and so far, things look great. Let's hope neither of these shows is given the Angel from Hell treatment. Or Bad Teacher, the middling movie turned below par TV show about a hot woman who's bad at teaching. Yeah. And let's not forget Fox, the network with less comedies than NBC, yet is still way funnier than the latter. Not including longtime favorites The Simpsons and Family Guy, Fox has 6 comedies, 3 of which popped up this year alone. To add to that, they have at least 6 more on the way from people like Seth Rogen, Dwayne Johnson, and Peter Berg. But they've canceled their fair share of iffy comedy shows like Alan Gregory, The Critic, Son of Zorn, Futurama, That Napoleon Dynamite Show, and one of my odd interests, Sit Down, Shut Up. It was the cast that attracted me. Not to mention the entire Fox Box / 4Kids TV block that shaped the being who I am today. I'm not done, not even close. Buckle up. Fox was also a try-hard at finding late-night TV shows. Every other network has one, and these are the 10 shows that they aired. Note, they canceled their own late show in the late 80s after letting 2 popular Tonight Show guest hosts, Arsenio Hall and Joan Rivers, take charge. As for sitcoms, the list includes a large number of Seth MacFarlane-produced shows like Dads, The Cleveland Show, and Bordertown, and I'm sure The Orville will end up there at some point. Don't you worry. It's not all McFarlaneville, though. There's The Loop, Making History, The Mindy Project, The Grinder, shows from the following people: Andy Richter, Luis Guzman, Pauly Shore, Christopher Titus, Method Man and Redman, and Sinbad. Undeclared, Weird Loners, The Tick, Grandfathered, Greg the Bunny, That's 80s Show. Ah, boy, do I wish I could keep going. All of these old shows from the 4 networks are more than speed bumps. They're footnotes in history. There have been God knows how many shows to exist in television's short lifespan. A lot of them were plain crap, but others were good and still hold up. Undeclared is still regarded for what it did at the time. Angel from Hell was decent enough, and it finally looked like Kyle Bornheimer had his own show to lead. Go On and The Carmichael Show are 2 exquisite pieces of social commentary, and I cry every single day. Every damn day, because I can't get a Happy Endings fix beyond watching reruns on Hulu. You fluffed up, ABC. As viewers, we need to take ownership of the shows we like to watch. Don't wait for this season to end so you can binge it. There's no point. But then the show would have its episode order cut or it'll be canceled. Tweet about them, hash them with tags, make your favorite show the topic of conversation. If networks see you loving their stuff, they'll buy more of that very same stuff. And that's all the news I have for you for this week on C Plus News Time. Why don't you subscribe and check out one of our other videos? Of course, you can head to the website cpluscomedy.com, where we've got so many great things that you're just going to be tired of reading about them. You can follow us on Twitter at cpluscomedy, follow me on Twitter at ChadBlackWhite, like us on Facebook, listen to the Constitutionals podcast, and be sure to just watch all the TV you can. Skip work, skip school, screw your girlfriend or boyfriend, and kids, goodbye.